We've had 2 opportunities the last couple of weeks to win a game that would have sealed top 6 football, and we've not been able to do it. So yeah, very disappointing.
What do you put that down to? I suppose you had chances today, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We've not taken them, but it's not just one game. When it comes to this stage in the season, it's everything that's gone before, and we've not been good enough. We've not got the points required to at least get in the top 6, but let's be honest, that's not really our aim at the start of the season. It should be a lot higher than that. So yeah, disappointed not to even reach that level.
Do you feel there's been enough progress under the new manager despite the recent setbacks?
Yeah, we've come from a long way behind. We felt that we still had enough to get there, and we fell short for a number of reasons. I think it was a difficult one to take last week, and put all the pressure on this game, and I think both teams kind of showed how much pressure was on this game. I thought there was a lot of errors both sides. It probably wasn't the best game to watch. Certainly didn't feel it to play in. So yeah, we will have to now look towards next week. We've got a huge game, a semi-final, but this one definitely hurts.
I suppose that is a silver lining, that you still have the chance to make something of the season. You've still got the Scottish Cup to go.
Yeah, and we have to go there and win next week. There's nothing else for it. If we don't do that, then the only other thing we've got to play for is making sure we get enough points not to be involved in the relegation battle. So yeah, next week's huge for us, and we need to go and win again.
Is that the important thing now, that you missed out on the top 6, but the disappointment doesn't linger, and you do then get dragged into what could become a lot worse season?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of points between everybody in that bottom 6, so it's going to be all to play for, and we're still going to have to win matches. So yeah, there's no point in us feeling sorry for ourselves. It's very disappointing to be in that half of the league, but we now need to go and make sure that we win the games. With 5 games to go, we need to go and win the games to make sure that we stay in the league, and we look forward to next season and start again.
Did you sense a nervousness, a caginess through the game? Did you think there was going to be a goal coming?
No, not really. I think it was probably 2 teams that had an awful lot to lose, and nobody really put their foot in the ball and managed to dictate large spells of play. Yeah, it did seem that it was waiting for one mistake to lead to a goal that would have changed the game. But both defences played fairly well. I felt that there wasn't that many big opportunities, and I don't think the goalkeepers had too much to do.
Do you think there's enough big characters in the dressing room to pick a team up from this, to bounce back and to get the heads up?
There has to be. Everybody needs to stand up. It's not one person. It's got to be everybody to be accountable for what's happened, and move on. Be professional and get on with the job and do it to the best of our abilities. There's no time for feeling sorry for ourselves. We have to go again.
For a couple of months after the turn of the year, Hearts were like the on-form teams in the country. Do you know what happened in just in the last wee spell that's been so costly?
Yeah, I think the last 2 games, if we had won both those games, we'd have been comfortably in the top 6 and looking at maybe trying to catch 4th place, or maybe even 3rd. We'd have been still in with a realistic chance with everybody still to play. So the last couple of games we've got 1 point. If we had got 6, I think that's a huge difference in the table. You start looking upwards. That's how tight the league has been this season, and that is the same for anybody around that middle part of the league, and we've come out just on the wrong side of it. But we now need to win the games to make sure we have that springboard into next season.
You've been through a lot with Hearts fans. They seem pretty unhappy at the end. Can you see why they're unhappy and understand that anger that they seem to show at full time?
Yeah, they want us to win games. They want us to be a top 6 team They want us to be better than a top 6 team, and be at the top end of that half of the league. And when it doesn't happen, they're not going to be happy. Neither are we. We want to be up there. This season has been a difficult one for everybody. We got off to a bad start, steadied the ship a little bit, but it wasn't enough. So now we need to make sure it doesn't get any worse and go and win the games.
Does it rank up there as one of your kind of most disappointing seasons from that point of view, that the expectation that was there at the start of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a pretty long career. I don't really remember all the disappointing seasons. I'm sure there's been a few, but yeah, it's not where we want to be.